Brad was a very big politician and a gangster too. No one can speak against him. He has killed hundreds of people, but surprisingly, not even a single report has ever been filed against him. Once he killed a man in the middle of the road on the very first day of the new year. There were two friends who saw him killing. Brad's gang immediately started running after them, but they caught only one of them and took that with them. There was a shop nearby and there was a CCTV outside the shop, so they entered into the shop and took the CCTV data with them. A new inspector took in charge in that area and he started finding proof against Brad, but the commissioner warned him in doing so. He said, "Brad will kill you. It's better for you if you stay away from this case." But despite the warning, the inspector started investigating the case. After a few days, he found 3 people, and he was sure that one person was there when Brad killed a man. But all of them were saying they do not know anything regarding this case. So the inspector inquired from them what they were doing on that day. One said that on that day, "I was in the bank as I had had an account problem." The second one said that, "I have organized a party on that day at my home." The third said, "I was at a picnic on that day." So the million-dollar question is, who is telling a lie among them? The answer is, the first one is telling a lie, as he said that he was in the bank. But how can he be in the bank as it was the 1st of January, and on that day, banks are closed. So it means he was telling a lie. He is just fabricating a story. The inspector ensured his safety that he will not be harmed, so he kept him in the station, and at that night, he went for patrolling. Brad came to know about the second victim, and one officer in the station was a member of his gang also, so Brad called him to kill the victim. When the inspector came to the station, he found the victim lying dead on the ground. He inquired from the officers what they were doing when all this happened. The first one said, "I was having dinner at that time." The second inspector said, "I was reading all the first filed against Brad." The third one said, "Sorry, I was sleeping at that time." The fourth one said that, "I was standing outside the station when I came back and I found him dead." The inspector took his time and then found the murderer. So can you tell who is the murderer? The answer is the first officer who was saying that I was reading previous reports filed against Brad as the killer. As how can he read the reports, because not even a single report has ever been filed against Brad, as no one has the guts to do so. The inspector arrested that officer and questioned him why he did so. The officer felt guilty, and he also disclosed where the second victim is. The inspector went to that place, but there were 2 rooms, and he did not know in which room the second victim is. So can you tell in which room the second victim is? The answer is, the victim is in the first room, as look at the second room. The door is not locked and even the window is open. And on the other hand, there is a lock at the door of the room 1, and the window is also closed. So it means that the second victim is in the first room. The inspector opened the door, took the victim from there, and ran away from that place. The gangster got tensed when he came to know about the second victim. After 2 days, the inspector presented the victim in the court and played the video of the gangster killing a man. But wait, how he found the video clip? Let's rewind back. After releasing the victim told him that one day Brad was talking with someone regarding the video clip. It is in the adjacent room. The inspector went there. A person was there in the room. The inspector inquired from him regarding the disc. He became frightened. He told that the disc is in the password-protected locker, and I do not know the password. The police officer knew that he must be telling a lie, so he warned him again. The person said, "I do not know the password, as it is different every day." The inspector immediately filled the password and grabbed the disc and ran away from that place by taking the victim with himself. But the question is, how did he know the password? The answer is, the gang members said the password is different every day, which means that the password is different. The judge saw the clip. All the evidence was against Tony, so he was sent to jail, and the judge announced a lifetime sentence for him.